Liam Neeson is back with another action thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Retribution, which is set to be released in 2023, stars Neeson as a bank executive who receives a bomb threat while driving his children to school. He has to find a way to save himself and his family, while also dealing with the police, the media, and his enemies. If this plot sounds familiar, it's because Retribution is actually a remake of a Spanish movie called El Desconocido, which means the stranger. El Desconocido was released in 2015 and starred Luis Tosar as the protagonist. The movie was a critical and commercial success in Spain and received several awards and nominations, including 6 Goya Awards, the Spanish equivalent of the Oscars. So how does Retribution remake this Spanish classic with Liam Neeson? What are the similarities and differences between the two versions? And which one is better? Let's find out. The plot. Retribution and El Desconocido have the same basic premise. A man named Carlos gets into his car with his 2 children, Sarah and Marcos, and receives a phone call from an unknown voice that tells him that there are bombs under each seat of the car that will explode if they get out or stop the car. The voice also demands that Carlos transfers a large amount of money to an account within a certain time limit, or else the bombs will go off. Carlos realizes that he is being targeted by someone who knows his secrets and wants revenge for his involvement in some shady deals as a bank executive. The plot of Retribution is very similar to the plot of El Desconocido, but with some changes. For example, the setting is changed from Spain to Germany. The amount of money that Carlos has to transfer is increased from 465,000 euros to $10 million. The identity and motive of the bomber are different. The ending is different. However, the main premise and the suspenseful scenes are mostly the same. Retribution is a faithful adaptation of El Desconocido, but with some twists and updates. The action. Retribution and El Desconocido are both full of thrilling and intense action scenes that will keep you on the edge of your seat. For example, there are several car chases and crashes that involve Carlos' car and other vehicles. There are several shootouts and explosions that involve Carlos, the police, and the bomber. There are several close calls and near misses that involve Carlos and his children trying to escape or survive the bombs. There are several surprises and revelations that involve Carlos and his past. The action scenes in Retribution are well directed by Nimrod Antal, who is known for directing other action movies like Predators and Vacancy. The action scenes are also well edited by Steven Merkovich, who is known for editing other action movies like Con Air and The Patriot. The action scenes are also well scored by Harry Gregson Williams, who is known for composing music for other action movies like The Equalizer and The Meg. The action scenes in Retribution are high quality and exciting. The action scenes in El Desconocido are also well directed by Danny De La Torre, who is known for directing other thriller movies like La Sombra de la Ley, The Shadow of the Law, and Plan de Fuga, Escape Plan. The action scenes are also well edited by George Cuera, who is known for editing other thriller movies like Celda 211, Cell 211, and El Cuerpo, The Body. The action scenes are also well scored by Manuel Rivero, who is known for composing music for other thriller movies like La Noche de los Muertos Vivientes, Night of the Living Dead, and Secuestrados, Kidnapped. The action scenes in El Desconocido are also high quality and exciting. Therefore, based on the action, Retribution and El Desconocido are both great movies. The star. Retribution is another showcase for Liam Neeson's talent and charisma as an action hero. Neeson plays Carlos with his usual blend of toughness and vulnerability. He makes us care about his character's dilemma and root for his survival. He also makes us believe that he can handle any situation and fight any enemy. He also shows some emotion and humor in his interactions with his children and other characters. Neeson is the perfect choice for this role, as he has proven in his previous action movies. El Desconocido is also a showcase for Luis Tosar's talent and charisma as an actor. Tosar plays Carlos with a mix of intensity and subtlety. He makes us feel his character's fear and desperation and sympathize with his plight. He also makes us wonder about his character's secrets and motives. He also shows some depth and complexity in his performance. Thank you for reading this article. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Retribution and El Desconocido. Have you seen them, or are you planning to see them? Which one do you prefer and why? I'd love to hear your opinions. See you next time.